Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. We go live every morning around 8 o'clock, or you can find us later in the day on your Facebook feed. It is Tuesday. It is September 12th. You can also find us on our Inform YouTube channel each day. Also, go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute. You can find us on all of your favorite podcast platforms. All right, let's talk a little bit about the weather today, Lydia. I'm going to say, they're kind of cold this morning when I got out of my truck.
It was chilly this morning. It felt different. We're on the other side of the cold front from yesterday that caused some of those rain showers, and I felt it this morning. I got out of my car and I was like, oh yeah, that's what that feels like. That feels a little different. Grand Forks fell down to 36. Rolla fell to 32, so right on the freezing point. I never had any reports or pictures of frost, but I would not be surprised if someone later in the day says, oh yeah, it was frosty this morning. If you didn't have frost, you probably had fog, or maybe you had both, because that fog has been stubborn all morning long. Visibility at the Fargo airport has been between 0.5 miles for the past several hours. There's a dense fog advisory out west until 10 a.m., so it'll stay stubborn here. There's just not much wind to kind of kick it on out. The sun has to get higher in the sky, kind of strengthen up a little bit before it can help to burn off the fog. So expect it to last maybe even into about the middle of the morning. Then the rest of the day looks beautiful, just fall-like, kind of cool. Highs in the 60s today, it's about 66 here in town. Sunny sky, light wind, comfortable to be outside, but maybe a sweatshirt all day long. Yeah, so kind of cooler. We'll kick in a little more wind tomorrow out of the south with sun, and that'll help to get us on the other side of 70 degrees. So we'll end up about 72 tomorrow. Chance of showers then on Thursday. That's your next chance to see some rain, kind of, moving from the west to the east with another front sliding through. Doesn't do much to our temperatures though. We'll keep it in the 70s. Friday afternoon, I want you to go outside and just bottle it up. Everybody just go. I used to do radio with Mike Capel, who always used to say we need to all take mason jars outside and like bottle it up. And then in January, we can all go outside and open them up.
Right.
It's going to be one of those days. You're leaving work on a Friday, the sun is shining, the wind is light, humidity is low, and the temp's at about 75, 77. Like, does it get does it get better than that?
Great.
It's going to be patio weather on Friday afternoon.
I like where your head's at.
We'll keep the sunshine 70s through the weekend. Looks like a beautiful weekend for bison tailgating. UND, of course, out of town this weekend. I think Boise State is where they're at. Don't quote me. The one at the Blue Field. Pretty sure that's Boise.
Right.
Yeah.
Boise State.
I think that's where they're headed this weekend. So nice tailgating for bison this Saturday. Next week, warmer. I've got 80s all over the 10-day forecast for next week. So we are not, descending into winter.
Right. Because this morning I'll have people thinking that.
I know, This looks to be the rarity on the 10-day forecast. 30s this morning, 60s this afternoon, and that's the coldest day for the rest of the forecast. So we still have some nice pumpkin picking weather.
There you go.
To go.
Good stuff.
Thanks, guys.
All right, well, this morning, a dive team will be back in the Red River where they are searching for a man who they believe drowned while running from Fargo police. Crews spent nearly 5 hours yesterday searching in the river for the man. A witness tells WDAY that she called 911 after hearing a woman scream. When the witness went to talk to police, that's when she says the woman came out of the trees, kind of in a wooded area near Oak Grove School, hysterically screaming that someone had attacked her. Officers say they did spot the man that she was screaming about, but that he jumped in the river and never came back up. Police have not said if they were able to identify the man. They haven't told us yet. The victim actually left before police could get any information from her. So we will continue tracking this story for you as the dive team goes back in, looking for more information on the woman, the man who's maybe in the water. A lot of unanswered questions right now.
All right, today, a heads up for those of you heading through West Fargo. You might run into some road work during your morning commute. The eastbound lane of 23rd Avenue East between 6th Street East and Bluestem Drive, that's going to be closed while crews do some private utility work there. We are on scene overnight. It's, a fairly traveled area. It's by Costco, so just so you know if you're heading that way. The work will last about 2 weeks or so.
Well, here's something you're going to want to plan ahead for. If you live in East Grand Forks, there's a scheduled power outage that's going to be happening tomorrow. We kind of broke down the area with a map this morning, but it's west of 8th Avenue Northwest and north of 23rd Street Northwest that will be affected. Portions of the city from 8:30 to noon will be without power. It's part of a system maintenance project that's going on. But, even if it's not hot or cold, you might need to curl your hair. Charge your phone.
Yeah, you need the electricity for a lot of things. It can be a real inconvenience,
Yes.
especially when you're trying to watch Netflix on your
There you
TV.
go, right.
Grand Forks Public Schools has revealed new plans to rebuild Nathan Twining Middle School. The 60-year-old school currently sits on the Grand Forks Air Force Base. Now, this project is going to cost upwards of $60 million, $48 million of which will come from a federal grant, $12 million from local state and local resources. The school currently has 300 students who eventually either attend Central or Red River High Schools. The district has until September 26th to bring those new plans to the Office of Local Defense Community Cooperation.
Pedal pubs could be coming to Grand Forks as early as this next spring. Last night, the City Council met to discuss the changes to city ordinance to allow them. Those changes would include amendments to public consumption and open container laws to allow that service. The council plans to give their final approval on the changes at their next meeting. If everything passes, the city could see changes as soon as October.
All right. Someone has officially taken over the Ward 4 City Council seat in Moorhead and will now serve until December of next year. Sebastian McDougall was sworn in at last night's City Council meeting. He's taking over for Steve Lindas, who resigned in June. McDougall previously served on the Moorhead Park Advisory Board and the Public Service Commission.
You're going to see a lot more people in town. Probably already see a lot more people in town because
Yeah.
Big Iron is getting underway today. You can immerse yourself in all things agriculture. It's the largest of its kind farm show in the upper Midwest. It's being held in West Fargo at the Red River Valley Fairgrounds. Gets going here in less than an hour at 9 this morning, although you know probably a lot of people are already up and around over there. Goes 9 to 5 today and tomorrow on Thursday. They end 1 hour earlier at 4. More than 900 booths, demonstrations, and training sessions going on. Plus, free live music at the grandstand tomorrow night, starting at 6. Rodney Atkins will be performing.
Yeah, that's fun.
That is fun. Lots going on.
Today, the celebration will also be getting underway in the city of West Fargo. West Fest getting started today, and a handful of fun events happening throughout the rest of the week. Things technically start tonight with kind of a wellness meditation event for families, but the bigger events all start tomorrow and go throughout the week. Barbecue boot camp tomorrow and a community picnic. On Thursday, it's cruise night at 7 o'clock. That'll be at the POW MIA Plaza. On Friday, 80s rock band 38 Special will play at the Lights. And then Saturday, a big day with a parade at noon, softball tournament going on, all capped off with a street dance that night. So we'll keep you updated on the events going on, give you reminders throughout the week.
And we have a big update on that manhunt for the convicted murderer in Pennsylvania. You probably did see the video of him, kind of scaling the...
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was a crazy video. Authorities swarmed an area in the southeast part of the state last night after a possible sighting. Danilo Cavalcante is who they're looking for. Sources say the discovery was made by a helicopter. They are now confirming that a pair of shoes were found in the search. It remains unclear, however, right now if they belong to the fugitive. He's been on the run since he broke out of prison at the end of August.
All right, today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, the Jets went a Monday night thriller, but may have lost Aaron Rodgers. Dom's going to tell you about his emotional roller coaster of a night. Plus, the Missouri Valley, is it off to a down start in 2023? Kyle Emanuel joins the show to try and answer that question. You can watch Hot Mic live from 9 to 11 this morning on WDAY Extra and on Inform.com.
And remember, now is a great time to get your Inform.com subscription. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to check it out.
And remember, join us for the rest of our newscast today. Our next one's at 11 o'clock this morning, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back for First News tomorrow morning from 5 to 7 in the morning.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye.